This is my 2005 Ford E350. There's play in the caliper. You can move the caliper with your hand. The rear of the caliper is rubbing against the inside of the tire rim. Both of the caliper bolts are in good. They're not broken. The bracket seems to be good. Not sure about the shims, but you can see here there's movement here. You can move that with your hand. Same thing on the bottom. So I'm not sure if the holes on the caliper have widened or there's not the correct hardware under here. So I'm just trying to get some ideas of what the problem could be. Now the shims, I don't know if the shims, I don't think the shims are a problem. Okay, I'm going to put the tire back on. Maybe the problem was the bolts were not tight at first, but something was causing this bracket, this caliper, to rub against the inside of the tire. Today is Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. I posted the first part of this video around January 19, 2021, and I was trying to get answers about why my brake caliper was rubbing against the rear of my tire rim. I got a few questions but not any answers. At the time, I didn't notice any broken caliper bolts. Although I had broken caliper bolts in the past, the top caliper bolt was broken at once, and it was stuck in the caliper bracket, and I was able to get the bolt out of the caliper bracket and put it back in. And my mechanic at one time told me that he thought that the caliper bracket was bent, and that maybe was causing a problem. So last time, January 19th, when I closed the video, everything looked okay. I started having problems again, and I just took the wheel off, and as you can see, the top caliper bolt is missing. It fell out. Maybe it's in the caliper bracket, and the bottom caliper bolt is also loose. I'm not sure if you can see it from here, but so and the back of the caliper has wear. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out the caliper and the caliper bracket and compare it to the old one, come to the new one, and see if it looks warped. But I'm going to change it anyway. And this is the new caliper bracket I got from AutoZone. Forgot how much it cost, I think around $20. I'm gonna put that on and see if that solves the problem. I just got the caliper bracket out, and I can't tell if it's warped or not. But the mechanic said he thought it was, so maybe it is. I can't tell. Doesn't really look warped to me, but the mechanic said he thought it was bent, so maybe it is. Now, when I took it off, the rear bolt was missing, and the top bolt was, the top caliper bolt is in there, broke off. That happened before. Both calipers look the same, except there's a little difference over here, but hopefully that's just nothing. AutoZone said it's the correct one. I started doing this at 4 o'clock, and I expected to be finished by now. Whenever I do something like this, I try to be like near an AutoZone. In case I need a part, I can just walk over and get it. And I am near an AutoZone. There it is right over there. But what happened was, I went in to get the caliper bolt after I had taken the brakes and caliper off, and they didn't have the caliper bolts. So I had to go to another AutoZone by train and bus. It took me an hour each way. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this caliper bracket back on, and hopefully that's the cause of the problem. I'll update the video if it's not, or update it anyway. Okay, I've got everything back put together. Got a new caliper bracket on there. And since my mechanic said he thought the caliper bracket was bent, and I had the top caliper bolt broke twice in about a 6-month period, I'm thinking and hoping that's the problem. Now I'm gonna put the tire back on and get out of here, and I'll post in the comments any problem I had. And I do this video I'm doing for myself. Most of the videos I do on YouTube about stuff I'm trying to sell on eBay. I don't do a lot of auto repair videos. But if you found this interesting or helped you in any way, click on the like and subscribe, even if you never intend to watch another one of my videos. You like and subscribe, it helps me get to the point where YouTube pays me for the videos I post. I don't ask you to click on the bell because most of the videos I do are unrelated. Most about the items I'm trying to sell online, mostly eBay. Thank you. Okay, today is June 2nd, 2021, and I'm out here again dealing with this caliper rubbing against the inside of the tire problem. Last time I was out here, I forgot what date it was. I gotta look back at the video. But I had changed the caliper bracket because my mechanic said he thought the caliper bracket was bent, and he wanted me to change the whole caliper because he didn't think it was sold separate, but it was sold separate. So I rode around for a while, then later on it started making that noise again, and I thought it was just the caliper bracket rubbing against the rim. I knew it was bad, but I said I'll just ride around till I get a chance to fix it. So now the rubbing was worse than it's ever been. And then the noise got a little worse. So I said, I'll fix it when I get a chance. I didn't think it was going to cause any major damage. But then it got real bad, and I looked under, and I saw that the whole flat part of the rotor had worn off. I'm not too sure how. It didn't damage the brakes that much. So that happened, and then it was leaking from the caliper. I guess the inside here, but it was leaking from here. So I ended up having to go out and buy new caliper, new brakes, and a new rotor. And hopefully this will solve my problem. I'll update the video if it does or doesn't. I don't know how this happened, because the brakes, doesn't seem like the brakes were chewed up, but this rotor looks like it's been grinding against something. I'm not too sure where this ring came from. This looks like the whole surface of the rotor is worn off. The entire inner surface. Okay, I've got everything back together, and a good sign to me was when I put the caliper bolts in. The caliper bolts went in very easily, and the last couple of times I've done this, I've had to line the caliper bolts up by putting a screwdriver in one hole, putting the bolt in the other hole, then pulling the screwdriver out and trying to get the bolt back in the other hole. So that's a good sign. The caliper bolts went in very easily. The new caliper came with a new caliper bracket, so hopefully this will be to solve that problem. If it's not, I'll update this video again.